Men walk through the modern world like shadows, drifting through their days without ever touching the core of who they could be. Their eyes stay glued to screens, their posture weakened by invisible weight, their spirit dimmed by the burnout of constant stimulation. You can practically feel the exhaustion radiating from them, like their souls are buffering. Before we dive into the secrets of semen retention power, make sure you subscribe now and join our Telegram family. The link's in the description. Don't miss the exclusive insights and daily motivation that will keep your energy, focus, and discipline unstoppable. Your success journey starts today. They're not actually present anymore. Their bodies might be in motion, but their awareness is scattered into pixels and impulses. Their minds run on algorithms, not intention. It's like they're living in airplane mode while the world demands full signal. You can see the loop stealing their power every single day. Stimulation, release, emptiness, repeat. A cycle that drains energy without offering purpose. It's a feedback loop engineered to keep men docile, distracted, and disconnected from their own potential. This isn't liberation. It's a modern form of captivity wrapped in high-speed internet and dopamine on demand. The chains aren't metal anymore, they're mental. And they're reinforced every time a man leaks the very energy he needs to rise. The tragedy is that most men don't even realize what's happening. They've been conditioned to treat impulse as expression and gratification as freedom. They've been tricked into believing that giving in to every urge is self-love, when in reality, it's self-sabotage. You can see the symptoms everywhere. The restless scrolling, the lack of mission, the subtle sadness behind the eyes, the quiet frustration that builds each time they chase a feeling instead of building a life. These are signs of men who have forgotten their inner fire, but the core issue cuts deeper. Modern systems have learned to weaponize male biology against men themselves. The most powerful force inside the masculine body, sexual energy, has been converted into a leash, and every compulsive release tightens that leash another notch. From adolescence, men are never taught to master their energy. They're taught to drain it, to spill it, to waste it on empty digital fantasies that mimic intimacy without offering connection, to normalize the very habits that weaken their drive. Imagine a river meant to power entire cities suddenly split into 100 tiny leaking streams. The force that could move mountains dissolves into puddles. That's the modern male's energy, diluted by constant release, evaporated by impulse. And industries know exactly how this works. Tech platforms, content farms, pleasure apps, they've mastered the psychology of distraction. They don't want a man with clarity. They want a man in a permanent half-roused fog, because foggy men click more, spend more, chase more. A man with low retention becomes a consumer. A man with high retention becomes a creator. That's the disruptive shift the world doesn't want men to discover. Retention is self-disruption. It's the moment a man stops leaking his power outward and begins fueling his evolution inward. Not through suppression, but through transformation. Not through fear, but through leadership of self. The first days feel subtle, a sharper edge in your thoughts, a little more pressure under the skin, a rising flame behind your eyes. It's like your system starts waking up from years of sleep mode. Energy builds, not as chaos, but as potential. Most men misinterpret that pressure as discomfort. They think it means something is wrong. But the truth, that pressure is your power returning. It's the dormant machinery of your mind reactivating. Retention is the dam that holds your energy long enough for it to become strength. As the buildup grows, your awareness shifts. Urges stop controlling you, you start controlling the urges. Your impulses stop acting like your managers. You become the executive. Your choices stop being emotional reactions and start becoming strategic decisions. Your presence begins to change without you forcing anything. You speak less but say more. You move slower but with intention. Your eyes stop darting. They focus. People feel the shift before they understand it. They sense the gravity you carry. You're no longer leaking energy, you're radiating it. And that radiance is magnetic. It's the type of presence that influences rooms without raising your voice. It's the type of intensity that makes people listen, even when you're silent. Because they can feel that you're not fragmented, you're whole. Retention turns scattered chaos into concentrated power. But the journey is rarely easy. The mind pushes back hard when you break old patterns. It whispers excuses, invents fantasies, tries to lure you back into the loop. Urges rise like waves. Doubt creeps in. The body asks for the comfort it's addicted to. This is the battlefield. The war isn't with women, or society, or screens. The war is in the microsecond between feeling the urge and choosing who you want to be. That moment decides everything. Every time you resist the impulse, you win back another piece of your soul. Every time you redirect the energy upward instead of outward, your identity shifts. You stop being a man driven by instinct and become a man driven by intention. The inner noise begins to fade over time. Your attention tightens into focus. Your cravings stop hijacking your clarity. Your emotions stop flooding your logic. What used to control you now fuels you. Retention makes you a threat in the best possible way, unpredictable to systems built to exploit predictable men. You stop being a consumer. You become a builder. You stop chasing validation. You begin creating value. You stop running from discomfort. You start harvesting strength from it. This is why retained men often rise quietly. While others burn themselves out chasing temporary pleasure, the retained man invests his energy into purpose. Discipline becomes his operating system. Vision becomes his North Star. You embody consistency that others can feel. The world may call it aura, presence, charisma. Doesn't matter what the label is. What matters is the signal you broadcast. Intentional energy is rare, and rarity commands attention. Science tries to break this into hormones, neurotransmitters, and brain patterns. And yeah, the chemical shifts are real. Testosterone climbs. Focus amplifies. Confidence stabilizes. But beneath the biology lies something more fundamental. Command. Do not let this powerful momentum fade. 2 things before you go. First, hit the like button to show the algorithm we are a force, and subscribe immediately so you don't lose the frequency shift we just created. A man who commands his impulses commands his future. You move from being reactive to being sovereign. And sovereignty isn't loud. It's calm, it's clear, it's collected. It's the quiet certainty that your energy belongs to you. Not to your cravings, not to algorithms, not to industries harvesting your attention. This is rebellion in its most refined form. Silent, strategic, internal. Retention dissolves the version of you that lived for the next quick hit. It builds the version of you who lives for long-term impact. You become harder to manipulate, harder to distract, harder to break. Your standards rise, your energy rises, your ambition rises, and the world responds differently to you because you're showing up differently to it. You begin seeing through illusions that once fooled you. You recognize traps as traps. You sense manipulation before it hooks you. You stop being reactive and start being situationally aware. You play the long game. Retention makes you impossible to market to because you no longer operate from lack. You operate from fullness, and fullness is magnetic. It's grounded confidence, not the loud, performative kind, the quiet, strategic type that leaders are built from. When your energy stays with you instead of leaking away, your body strengthens, your mind sharpens, your goals become non-negotiable, your presence becomes a brand. People feel your discipline before you say a word. This is what it means to rise in a world built to distract you. To hold your energy when everything is designed to drain it. To become sovereign in an era of instant gratification. If this video gave you real value, tap the thanks button. Your support helps me keep creating deeper content like this. Every thanks is a spark that keeps this mission alive. Your support means more than you know. Retention is the return of your inner king, not as ego, but as alignment. Not as domination, but as direction. Not as control over others, but as mastery over yourself. And this mastery isn't about perfection. It's about persistence. It's about making your energy a resource, not a liability. It's about choosing growth over gratification. It's about rising above the noise, with clarity powerful enough to cut through chaos. The modern world doesn't need more men chasing pleasure. It needs more men who can hold power, who can direct power, who can channel power into purpose, creation, innovation, legacy. A man who retains isn't running from desire, he's transforming desire into discipline, into drive, into destiny. This is where you evolve from being reactive to being intentional, from being scattered to being collected, from being distracted to being sovereign. You are not meant to move like a ghost in your own life. You're meant to show up like a force. This is your return. This is your reclamation. This is your ascension into the man you were built to be. Retention isn't superstition. It's sovereignty. And sovereignty is the new revolution.